I'm Firefighter Sharp, and you're watching PintheQ Productions.
Watch the tram car, please. Watch the tram car, please.
Hey, I'm Ryan Triano from the City of Wildwood Fire Department, and currently we're detailed down to the beach for a special event, which is baseball on the beach. Some of our duties down here, our main duty is EMS, but we're also here to provide any services that may arise. We have, food services and some other activities going on down here. So anything that may pop up, we're here to handle. But our main issue down here is EMS. So not a big gig.
Hey, I'm John Snyder with the Wildwood City Fire Department. If there's an emergency that needs to be transported to the hospital, we'll package the patient, treat them, and then get them to the street end where the on-duty guys will bring a rig down to transport to the hospital. Pretty cool event. Kids all enjoy it. It's nice to be out here in the public.
Hey everyone, welcome back to PintheQ Productions, PintheQ Podcast in Wildwood, New Jersey. Nice day to be out here. We thought it was going to rain. It did not rain. It is sunny, and everyone is out. Yeah. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, man. So you have a pretty unique perspective in this house, right? Mm-hmm. So tell everybody who you are.
My name is Firefighter Michael Weil. I do the Volunteer Duty Crew program. So it's through a stipend and everything, and I love riding around here. It's an awesome time with the guys. Everybody's great here. So
tell me a little bit about this program, this Duty Crew program. How does it work?
So the Duty Crew is, it runs off a grant. So it's from the state of New Jersey. I do it for, it's $10 an hour. You just need Fire 1 certified, 18 years old, and you can work any shifts you want. You can stack up 2 duty crews on a day shift, and then sometimes at night. It always depends. Like I ride on C shift, so whenever C shift works, I'm always working. So we run a 4 days on, 4 days off, 10s and 14s.
So it's a pretty big commitment for you then to get involved in doing that, and meeting these guys and going on this tour. Tell me what kind of perspective you've gained so far doing this.
It's just a big step. I'm working on for my EMT and stuff, so that's a big goal. The guys are great.
What about the stuff you're learning from the guys on the shift? It's not just firefighting and medicals. Yeah. You're learning a lot from these guys just being, you're 20 years old, correct?
Yeah, correct.
So being 20 years old, I give you a lot of credit for taking the initiative to do something like this to get to where you want to be. And I'm assuming your goal is to be a career firefighter?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is a really good perspective for someone that's interested in attaining that knowledge, and we're better at hand than being inside the firehouse, shoulder to shoulder with these brothers and sisters doing this job. Yep. Right? So talk to me a little bit about what you've gained from this. Like, why do you do this?
So I do this because I love it. I love helping the community. Like, it's a brotherhood, family, sisterhood, everything, all come to one. I learned a lot from the guys, the girls here. I learned life lessons. I learned stuff about fire, about EMS.
And you just said it, life lessons. It's not just firefighting.
No, not at all.
Learning everything about cooking, cleaning,
Yep.
you know, keeping the house in order,
Yep.
training. You know, I'm sure at the kitchen table people talk about things that happen in their personal life and things breaking and they have to fix it. And so
Yep.
you're really gaining at 20 years old a vast amount of knowledge,
Yes,
which
sir.
is really good. And not too many people have that perspective like you do.
Yes.
Which is really good.
Yeah, we always just talk, even on our 4 days off. Beginning of every first day shift, we do it's called an engagement report. We talk about what we did on our 4 days off, what we did with our family things. If we worked out, we like to work out a lot on our shift and everything. So we talk about that. We just like to stay connected together because we're not always together on our 4 days off, or even when we come back, we're never together sometimes. We're always off or something. So it's nice to stay engaged with everybody, see what's going on with their life. If they need help with something, we're always there. So it's always a good time together. So
I like that. So you guys actually talk about stuff that happened off the tour.
yeah, all the time.
That is awesome.
First days on, we always talk about that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So
when someone your age asks you, hey man, what are you doing at the firehouse? What do you tell them?
yeah, I'm always telling them, I'm like, we're always staying busy. We're always cleaning. We're always cooking. We're always doing drills. We're always like practicing like everything once in a while. Like we're always pulling gear. Every first tour, we're pulling this line right here for a marathon. We're trying to do a marathon, pulling line, just staying with it.
Right.
It's the same hose load on our squad.
Right.
So we just practice with it every day.
Keep stretching.
Yeah,
Right.
the basics. Always get the basics down, and then you move on to the advanced stuff. So that's what I tell everybody. I'm like, it's a great job. I love doing it. The guys are great. Just a lot of fun this year. So
Yeah,
it's a good time.
And again, it's a really good advantage that you have here, and I'm sure you already know that. But keep at it, man.
Thank you.
And thanks for talking to us today.
Yes, you're welcome.
We got a lot more coming at you here in Wildwood, New Jersey at the firehouse.
I'm Captain Grohl, Squad 3, Wildwood Fire Department. This afternoon we responded here for a report of a motor vehicle accident with injuries. Ambulance 3-3 responded. We assisted them with patient care, and we had some vehicle cleanup here, some minor fluids on the ground, and we also assisted the tow truck operator from removing the entanglement of the vehicles. As you can see here, it was a quick job. Patient was transported home, thankfully, with very minor injuries, and we're going to take the vehicle off to the tow yard. We're all clear.
We cover EMS, we cover fire, and we cover water rescue on the beach when the lifeguards are off duty. We assist them seasonally and year-round, basically, when there's water rescues. My job as a senior guy here at the Wildwood Fire Department is to make sure that everything runs smoothly in day-to-day operations and to get it done before it gets to the captain, so the captain has a nice, smooth day. And basically mentor the younger guys if they have any questions about day-to-day operations. I'm fortunate enough I work with a great crew right now, and I've worked with great crews in the past. I hope they can say the same about me.
And that's a big role to take on as far as
yes.
mentoring and helping.
Yes, and then when the captain's off, it's all on me. So could be crazy sometimes, but
yeah,
I love it. It's the best job in the world.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So Will, as a part-time guy here at the fire department, talk to me a little bit about your role as a part-time guy.
So a big thing for us is, we're coming in here with guys like Adam, all the full-time guys. We're trying to relieve a little bit of more stress on them, take a little bit of pressure off them, and do our jobs, get the job done, the ambulance, and really learn. Try and soak up as much knowledge from these guys as we can in hopes of getting hired, whether it be here or another place somewhere full-time, and just do whatever we can, honestly.
Absolutely, and what you have as an advantage is having a guy like Adam that's able to sit in the bus with you, for however many hours of doing this and getting that information drilled into you. Like, hey, kid, do this, do that, don't do this, don't make the same mistakes I've made. Like, those things that you're learning inside here is phenomenal. So outside of just taking the EMS runs or fire calls, you're getting some, personal information too that help you, mentor you into another job, even if it isn't here, which I'm sure you want to come here, but if that doesn't happen, at least, it'll help you in the future.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Adam, talk to me about what it is about this fire department you love so much.
I started here at 18 years old. I came in, my brother was a fireman here before me. Awesome. I started actually at 15. I came in and did like a junior program, and I rode along with them for a couple years and just really enjoyed it. And all the older guys, senior guys at the time, and captains and chiefs and all, go get your EMT, kid. Go get your fire. Go do all this. And I actually listened for once, and I went and got it all, and took the civil service exam, and all the stuff we need to do to get hired. And worked part-time six years before I got hired full-time, and I enjoy it, and I hope to make it for a long career and be here.
I'm sure you will, brother.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about that kitchen table, like what it means to you.
The kitchen table, that's an awesome spot. We all eat, we all enjoy to eat. Most of the time our hot meals are usually end up being cold meals, because as soon as we sit down, that bell goes off, or we get a phone call saying you got to come here, come there, and we're used to that, and it is what it is. But it's also about helping the public and friends and family and whoever's visitors, because we're at a shore resort here. So
yeah, so you guys can go from busy to very busy.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and you guys run.
Yep, absolutely.
And what type of medical emergencies do you see here on the beach?
We see everything from, like Will said before, a stumped toe, a splinter, broken arms, cardiac wrecks, this day and age, overdoses, roller coaster incidents, boardwalk events, just you name it. We see it all.
It's a plethora of stuff.
Oh, everything.
You come in, you never really know what's going to happen.
Everything. Yep. Might have somebody with just a headache, and they just want to go to the hospital.
And you're getting overturns even in the back section here. Like in the side streets, you're getting overturns.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, so you guys
it's 25 miles on the whole island, but somehow people figured to roll their cars over.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's hey, it's good. I mean, it's good as long as nobody gets hurt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are you going to take away from this after your experience here in Wildwood?
So honestly, well, hopefully, I'd like to be a guy that can get hired here full time.
There's the right answer. I'm waiting for it. That's it. You were like, what are you talking about? What are you hired you?
I mean, that's the main goal.
Right.
I'm an out-of-town kid. Came here to, put my time in. But I also, being an out-of-town kid, I grew to love this place in my 3 years so far, and hopefully, I get to start my full-time career here and finish my full-time career here.
What would you say to someone in your position that's trying to get a full-time job somewhere? What lessons would you give them, and what would you say to them as far as ways they can get hired?
I would say you got to show you got the motivation. You got to be willing to put the time in, and you got to be willing to do the grunt work, and prove everyone, listen, I'm here, and I want to be here to stay, and I want to be one of those guys that you look to that say, if he has the opportunity to get hired, we want him. Absolutely. We don't want him going somewhere else.
So don't be lazy. Take the trash out on your own. Don't be told. Those type of things are very important, especially in a firehouse setting.
Absolutely.
You know, that's how you're going to earn the respect of the senior guy.
Wash your dishes when you're done.
Right, don't leave them in the sink and hope that mom's going to come.
Yeah, mom doesn't work here.
Mom doesn't. Well, guys, I appreciate you talking to me a little bit about the Wildwood Fire Department, your responsibilities here at the house. We got more coming at you here at the Wildwood Fire Department. Stay with us. Orange Crush.
You should get that video. Look at this picture.
Hey guys, and we're back in front of Squad 3 here at Wildwood Fire Department as we continue our series at the fire department in Wildwood. And they call it Wildwood what?
Wildwood Shore House.
The Shore House. This is the Shore House we're in right now. A lot of cool stuff going on today. Got to meet a lot of cool guys. It's a fun house.
It is big time fun. We have a good time here. You got to have fun at your job.
Yeah,
you know, obviously, you know, we spend a lot of time here together with one another. We want to have fun, and you know, we work. You know, it's hard work, but you know, we try to have fun together. You know,
brother, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for coming on.
I appreciate it. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Derek Koborowski. I've been in the firehouse now for 7 years, 3 years part-time before that, and you know, I'm just a regular firefighter, 47 years old.
I'm 46, and I'm right behind you. Brother, tell me a little bit about what it is about the Wildwood Fire Department that's so special to you.
I think what's special to me about it is it's small hometown, and we take care of one another, and we take care of the town. We're kind of like the ambassadors. I feel like we're the ambassadors of the town. So,
absolutely.
You know, we switch gears a lot of times with, you know, we're not just doing fire and EMS. So if there's things in the town that are going on with either the school or if they need an extra hand, we're always pitching in and trying to make things work within the town.
Absolutely. Yeah. One of the things I noticed in the job we were on earlier, no big deal, it was a small crash, but each one of your members went up to someone in the community that was on the sidewalk just to say hello and talk.
Yeah,
and
it's neat. You really do get to know everyone, especially if you grew up here.
Right.
You know, you grew up with these people, and you know they're part of your life. So you see them having a rough time, and it makes it easier for them too to know that you're there to take care of them, and they know who you are. And I think in some bigger cities that they don't have that that informality.
Right.
thing,
Right.
so.
Right. One of the things that you're just talking about now is just that family aspect, and it seems to me that in our brief time here, that family, in a sense, means a lot to not only the fire department but the community as well. I mean, you guys are pretty meshed well.
Yeah, but like I said, we spend a lot of time together. We really spend a lot of time together. We do have our differences, but you know what?
Just like any family.
But this department makes things work. It just make it happen, regardless of what it takes. Pay or no pay, coming on your off time, whatever it takes to get the job done, we do it.
Dave! Forgot. Dave Hasselhoff needs his equipment.
Yeah, so we like to have fun, like I said. So you know.
So now we have beach rescue.
Bus chops, you know what I mean? So.
So one of the things that I liked is not only you guys have just your bread and butter stuff here, but you're also doing USAR and Rust. Talk to me a little bit about the responsibilities that you guys have for the city of Wildwood, but not only that, but the county.
Yeah, so like I did make mention of, I feel like we're such a small town, but we try to get the job done anyhow. We don't just throw our hands up in the air and say we're understaffed or we don't have the resources. I feel like we go out of our way to really try to make it happen, regardless of what we have. We work with what we have, and from that, you know, we've kind of branched out. And I know Captain Johnson and you know, Chief Dunn and Chief Triano had a lot to do with putting our USAR team on the map as far as the county and getting us the tools and resources to you know, to do a better job. You know, we are down here towards the southern end of the state. So if we had a major incident go on, it would be some time before we would get the trained help
to help us mitigate those situations. So we've put this USAR. We were a part of a USAR team,
right.
So that way we have the resources to get a response going in trying to get us another response from the northern part of the state to help us out. So gives us a little bit of time to get things moving in the right direction. So
and you mentioned earlier, you talk about that extra time at the firehouse and when you're not being paid. I mean, a lot of people may not realize this, but that's a volunteer thing too for a lot of people. So there's a ton of commitment that goes into not only just your shift work, but also that, which is a whole nother element.
Yeah, I mean, we don't get paid for it, but there's a huge amount. I feel like there's a huge amount of respect from the other guys being a part of the team. So that, in a sense, is a lot to us. So I know a lot of us aren't looking to be paid. I find it, it's really cool to be a part of the team, to get the knowledge and the training that normally I wouldn't get.
And that training's all going to benefit Wildwood.
Absolutely, the county itself.
Absolutely, So someone coming on to that team or wants to get involved in it, what are you talking to them about as far as commitment and what to expect?
Well, it's not for everybody. I mean, some people just like to do simple things, but a lot of us, I feel like a lot of us have a strong background in something, and we really try to elaborate on whatever strengths that you have, and make each of us a big member of the team in that respect. But as far as USAR is concerned, how we talk to people about becoming members of the team, we really try to be good at everything that we do. I feel like on shift, I refer to us as kind of like a Swiss Army knife of fire departments, or a special operations company. Even though we're not, we're just we're a squad. But we got to switch gears and do a lot of stuff. We're doing EMS, we're doing fire, we're doing water rescue stuff. We're doing just whatever comes our way. Our town population swells in the summertime, which brings a wide variety and gamut of things that we need to respond to. So
I just saw just being in a squad, going past all the people on the beach. I mean, that's a tremendous responsibility to your community. I mean, just having a few years on the rig and you're just responding at a moment's notice to a water rescue on top of everything else you're doing. So you guys are moving around a lot.
I'll tell you what, though, the guys are really poised with with all the things that are being thrown at us. We're very poised, and we handle it well. I feel like we're well trained, and I think on our off time, in the winter time especially, we really try to hit all those areas that we see a lot of incidents in. So.
One of your on-call members was talking to me earlier about how on your 4 days off, when you guys first come back, you guys talk about the things you did when you were off. Tell me about that a little.
All right, so some people refer to it as a discomfort report. We try to put ourselves in some sort of discomfort level in your time off. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not making yourself better. So try to make yourself better in some way in any aspect of your life, whether it be another job, or whether it be physical fitness, or whatever it might be, to make yourself better. If you're not putting yourself in an uncomfortable position, you're really not putting yourself in a place where you can grow. So that's our captain has kind of asked us to put ourselves, give a discomfort report on our days off.
I like that a lot, man. That's the first time I ever heard of this. In all the guys we've talked to and girls we've talked to, different houses, it's first, which is, I like it a lot. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, we're not a big department, I made mention of that before, and we're small, tight knit, and I feel like we gotta look to different areas to be who we need to be.
What are some of the things in your 7 years that you've liked growth-wise that you've seen? What is it?
What I like growth-wise here, just the ability to have the confidence to know that, I didn't create this situation, but I'm there to make it better, and just try to, the poise and confidence to know that, we can make it, we're going to handle anything that comes down the pike.
So Wildwood Fire Department's got everything under control. You guys are ready for a call.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
That's awesome. So as a senior guy in the house, one of the senior guys in the house, talk to me about new people coming in, whether it be on-call firefighters, brand new firefighters, off the gate. What do you tell them? What do you expect out of them? What are your expectations?
So, it can be a lot, as far as all the gears that we're shifting and different things that we're doing sometimes they feel like they're a deer caught in headlights, like, I didn't expect all this.
It's overwhelming.
So a new person coming in, we'll give them an EMS role, just because that's, it's plain and simple for them to get behind and to do well with and to be an asset to the team right away.
Right.
And then we'll slowly bring them into all the other different things that we do. And
So you have to earn that seat.
well, so to speak, but I feel like for a new person, it's a lot to take in. So that's an area where, they had to have that EMT certification to come to the fire department in the first place. That's an area where they can do well and, fit in right away and be an asset. So.
Last question, and I think you're going to like this one.
Okay.
Talk to me a little bit about the kitchen table.
The kitchen table. So the design on the kitchen table, or
Well, the design is amazing.
Right.
But I want you to talk more about how that kitchen table, what it means to the fire department and what it means to this house.
Okay, so I think we're a close-knit, family, and we only really get one break, or it's a break, but
Right.
we sit down and we eat one time every shift, and we try to make it count, and we really try to, get to know one another, and we make fun, we bust chops a little bit, but it's our time to be a part of a team without having to be in that element where you're working, where we're just being ourselves.
One of the cliches in the fire service, I'm sure you've heard it, we can solve all the world's problems at the kitchen table. Would you agree with that statement?
Absolutely. I mean, if there's a problem in the firehouse, it's coming
Absolutely.
up at the kitchen table. You know what I mean?
What I like about it is it can go full spectrum. You could 1 minute you could be talking about your hot water heater that's not working.
Yeah.
And the next breath you're talking about politics. And you talk about it. Just I love the fact that it's always revolving.
Tell you what, everybody in this service really just wants to help people.
Absolutely.
So I mean, like you said, like whether it's about your water heater, it's always people that have experience in what other aspect of their life before they got in the firehouse, and everybody's just trying to help each other out.
100%.
The community and ourselves.
It's awesome. Thanks so much for talking to us, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Yep.
More coming at you here at the Wildwood Fire Department. Stay with us. Hey guys, welcome back to Wildwood Fire Department here in Wildwood, New Jersey, and we are in front of the Quint talking to firefighter Sharp. Now I was going to say something about the sun and make a funny joke, but you know more about the sun than anybody else here.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Frank. I started my career down in South Florida about 14 years ago. I did fire medic at Coral Springs Fire Academy.
Nice.
Came out of Fire Academy in 08. Economy crashed, tough times, anybody can remember back then, and pretty much everyone on the hiring freeze, and just with the wife and kids, we decided to come back north and continue my medic career up in PA. And I was actually working in PA, New York, and New Jersey as a medic.
Wow.
Eventually came back home to South Jersey and was fortunate enough to get on the job here at Wildwood City about 5 years ago now. So a little late start, but better than never,
Absolutely.
The best job in the world,
And I got to say, you did a nice job as a chef today, too.
Thanks, man.
Bro,
Appreciate it.
chicken was banging. It was awesome. It was
As you can tell, I like to cook. We know everyone here usually.
As you can tell, I like to eat.
Yeah, every shift kind of has that one go-to guy that ends up cooking more than the other guys for no other reason than they just, they just fall into that spot. So
Absolutely.
I enjoy cooking for the guys. It's a pride thing, you know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
you can feed 10 guys, you're doing all right. But
well, since we're talking about food, talk to me a little bit about that kitchen table for you.
in any firehouse, the kitchen table is, we know a lot of learning goes down about yourself and the guys, and war stories and generational stories, and the kitchen table in any firehouse is just where camaraderie is bred pretty much. And
Absolutely.
So
I like that you said that the kitchen table is a place where you learn about yourself, because that's such a true statement.
For sure,
I don't think people actually realize that that's going on as it's going on.
Yeah, right. Can you talk to guys? Can you interact? You get called out real quick if you're.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're arrogant or you're quiet. The firehouse has a way of bringing out your weaknesses and your strengths.
And your strength,
so
right.
yeah, absolutely. So
one of the things I like here is that with the program with people part-time and people on call status, that's nice because it gives them an opportunity to kind of see how the fire department is functioning and
for sure
take advantage of that kitchen table.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, I think with the combination department we're in, it's you got a good core of career guys, then you got seasonal guys that are coming through. So we're always learning. We're training every day. Even guys first summer here, we expect them to be up to par. So they're learning real quick what it's like to be a Wildwood fireman, and it's a lot of senior guys tell you they take a lot of pride in that. And you know, like you said, at the kitchen table, it starts there, just talking and getting to know each other. And like, you know, eventually we're all brothers, seasonal or not. You're part of a big family once you're here. So
Absolutely. Brother, talk to me a little bit about what it means for you to be a firefighter here in Wildwood.
Sure. I feel like I got the best job in obviously the world, but I mean, you came to South Jersey, even though Wildwood Fire Department's second to none. We train hard. The city as a whole is a very tight-knit community. Even though millions of people influx the city every summer, it's still a core community. If you hung around here for a few months, you would see we're deeply involved in the community. All kinds of outreach programs, whether, you know, handing out gifts at Christmas, we're going around at Christmas, all kinds of community outreach stuff, but just to be part of that is just part of something bigger, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's kind of hard to explain, but it's definitely, you know, I feel like I'm part of the city now that I work here, you know? It's like
Absolutely,
from the mayor down to the youngest guy, we're all part of a bigger than ourselves, you know? So.
Absolutely, yeah. What was the transition like going from Florida to Jersey? It's got to be somewhat of a transition, right?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a transition. Up here, EMS and fire is a little separate animals. As you guys know,
Right.
some departments don't even have EMS involved yet. Being a paramedic down in Florida, you pretty much needed to be a paramedic to get on the job. Up here, it's a tiered system, so as a medic, I still work for a hospital system. But I can't say it's any better or worse. New Jersey's definitely progressive in a lot of ways too, especially on the medic side.
Right.
They're always, you know, with equipment and training, and then fire. I'm just glad I got on. So, you know, but down there, like I said, it would just been more medical, more EMS down there. Here, I kind of like that we're more fire oriented, but still humping on the EMS side too.
Absolutely,
You know,
yeah.
so
And you know, talking to the guys in the house here, you guys get a pretty good array of medical emergencies or traumas, and you guys are dealing with a lot here. You know, water emergencies. You got a lot going on here.
Absolutely. I think that kind of sets us apart too. It's such a unique animal, for lack of a better term. But this city, you can go from, you know, a water rescue to a high angle rescue on a roller coaster, you know, to walking back to the station, and you know, you could get, you know, some trauma. We pretty much are prepared for everything. We train for everything. We're cross-trained, you know, across the board. We got a lot of guys with the task force and the county RUS team. So
That's
that
awesome,
knowledge is just passed down, you know, through all of us. Even if we're not on those teams, we all know, you know, the knots, the ropes, all. You know, this whole $1 million rescue next to me is full of all kinds of gadgets.
Huge toolbox. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Rolling toolbox.
Every Monday, it's a long day checking that.
Oh,
But
I'm sure.
But like you said, it's a different animal down here, and we're prepared for everything. And it kind of keeps us on our toes, but it keeps things, you know, fluid and moving too. So you're not really stagnant on one discipline or the other. You got to be able to do it all. So
yeah, multitasking's big here, and in a moment's notice, it can change.
Right.
You're either in the water or you're in a two-story. It just changes constantly,
Absolutely.
or high-rise. I mean, there's a lot.
We got rooming houses, a lot of tourists in and out. You know, you got the boardwalk full of thousands of people at night. I don't know too many places where you come in to work, you get a riding assignment and a swimming assignment. You know, it's like, am I swimming tonight? Am I riding? You know,
that's a good point. Yeah, absolutely. So, what would you say if you had an opportunity right now to tell your brothers or sisters something that you haven't told them? What would you tell them?
I'm not, you know what I mean? I love them. They know that, you know? I mean, that doesn't even need to be said, but just, you know, if it all ended tomorrow, it was a pleasure working with them, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, it hits you in the heart, you know, being part of like a family like this.
Absolutely,
it's kind of hard to put into words, you know what I mean? To their face, I say some things, but behind their back, they know I love them. So, you know, if I had one thing to say, it would just be that, man. I love you guys, and I'm just happy to be part of all this.
Absolutely,
you know,
man. And it's everyone I talk to, bro. And you know, you can tell if they're being sincere or they just saying something for the camera. Everyone I talk to, you can see their face light up and their smile whenever we talk about the fire department and the guys in the house. It seems that you guys really got something going on special here, where everybody really is a family.
Yeah, we feel part. Yeah, absolutely. Just for example, last week we had a cadet program, about 35 kids from, I think 14 to 8 was the age range, and just to see the light in their faces and just us passing that down, and a lot of our own kids are in that, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, it's just generational training. I'm a first generation fireman, so just to see my kids looking up, you know what I mean? It means a lot. So yeah, absolutely. So.
Bro, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk to us, man.
That's a tough question, dude. It is a tough question. In the heart, dude. You know?
That was the whole point.
Yeah.
All right, guys, welcome back. We got way more coming at you here at the Wildwood Fire Department. Stay with us.